Pep Boys started back in 1921. They were three friends who put together $200 to open their first retail location. Pep Boys is the only automotive aftermarket chain that can support all four segments of the business: the do-it-yourself customer, do it for me, tires, and commercial. Some of the operational challenges we encountered at the time were the variety of pick methods we utilized within our distribution centers. We utilized pick-to-light, carousel systems, RF, pick-to-paper, and label. In distribution, you are continually challenged with looking for ways to improve efficiency and drive performance. As a result, voice pick came into play.
Vocollect has increased our productivity by just getting them out there and getting them working consistently without any hesitation.
1-4.
Take one.
1.
Vocollect Voice makes my job easier because it keeps me hands-free. It's affected my productivity immensely. I'm more productive, more accurate, more effective as a worker.
Yeah, I like using Vocollect Voice. It helps me get through the stores quicker.
11033.
8-4.
Take 3.
3.
13022.
It's better than paper, it's better than the gun. You get your job done quicker so you can go on to other jobs and learn other things because the Vocollect helps you finish your job quicker.
Well, the productivity gains by implementing the Vocollect system were tremendous. We saw a 15% gain in productivity compared to RF. We saw a 21% increase gain compared to pick-to-paper.
I remember when I started here, one of my first concerns was, am I going to be able to hear this? Am I going to be able to listen to this? Am I going to be able to repeat what the voice is saying? And when I tried it, it was so easy to understand. Even with the surrounding noise, forklifts passing by, trucks and everything, you can still understand what they're saying.
It's really noisy in the warehouse, so with the volume control, it's easy to turn it up and I could hear what they're saying, and then I can work fine with all the noise.
Vocollect Voice makes my job easier because it keeps me hands-free instead of having to balance an item and an RF gun. And listening to the voice commands is always easier than having to punch in numbers or look for the item on a paper.
The results attained by the Vocollect system clearly illustrated we had opportunities in other areas of our operations, be it stocking, receiving, reverse logistics, and even inventory control.
But once they put me on voice, it made it so much easier. I didn't have to scan anything. I didn't have to look at the paper. With the voice, it tells you directly part numbers, everything. Your hands are free. So it made my life a whole lot easier.
With Vocollect, it's so much easier. I wish I had it back then in my time when I used to order select. But with everybody else, they seem very happy with it. It's a good system and it's very reliable.
I would recommend Vocollect to anyone in the warehouse business due to the fact that it is a lot faster. You can do more things than you can do any other way. It's a hands-free environment. To me, that's a big, big deal. As a former picker and anyone doing replenishment, without those things hindering you, you can just do things so much faster.
If a supervisor from another warehouse were to ask me about voice, I would recommend it 100%. It's a whole lot easier to use. It's way better than using paper. It's way better than using an RF gun. Your employees are hands-free. It's more accurate for them because they're just reading off the check digits. And besides, you get to use a piece of technology, which is always fun.
Vocollect is a true business partner. One, they took the time to understand our business, first and foremost. Two, invested the time necessary to understand the objective at hand and provide solutions. And three, to provide recommendations for continuous process improvement within our network. And clearly, the Vocollect system put our associates in a winning situation.